The Menendez Brothers, just their name is enough to spark a heated debate. Recently, their story has gone viral again, and for good reason. But what if I told you their case is just the tip of the iceberg? There are kids, yes, actual teenagers, who committed crimes so dark that they were sentenced to life in prison before they even turned 18. One of them even escaped prison, and another had a bizarre fangirl story that will leave you speechless. Stick around, because there's a chilling fact at the end of this video that you won't see coming. Let's kick off with Lionel Tate. At just 12 years old, Lionel became the youngest person in the US to be sentenced to life without parole. Why? Because he decided to play wrestling with 6-year-old Tiffany Unick, the little girl he was babysitting. But this wasn't a game. Tiffany's injuries were so severe they mirrored a brutal adult assault. Lionel's sentence was overturned 3 years later because of his age, giving him a second chance. But instead of turning things around, Lionel chose crime as a side hustle. He was arrested again, this time for armed robbery. Yeah, some people just don't learn. Next up is Nehemiah Griego, a 15-year-old from New Mexico whose actions shocked the world. One morning, Nehemiah killed his parents and 3 younger siblings. His motive? He didn't like how his mom disciplined him. And if that wasn't strange enough, a state worker fell in love with him while he was behind bars. Yep, apparently, multiple murders weren't a deal breaker for her. Talk about questionable life choices. Hey, if this video has you hooked so far, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. We dive into stories like these every week, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. All right, let's get back to it. T.J. Lane. Just saying his name sends chills down the spine of Chardon High School. At 17, TJ opened fire in his school cafeteria, killing 3 students and wounding others. But what really cemented him as a villain was his behavior during the trial. TJ showed up to court wearing a white t-shirt with the word "killer" scrawled across the front. He smirked and laughed through the proceedings, showing no remorse. And just when you think this case couldn't get any worse, TJ escaped from prison in 2014. He climbed a fence and ran, but luckily, he was caught hours later. Still, for a moment, Ohio had its own real-life Joker on the loose. Philip Chism was only 14 when he committed one of the most shocking crimes in his school's history. He brutally murdered his math teacher, Colleen Ritzer, in a school bathroom. Why? Because she asked him to stay after class to help with homework. And finally, at number 1, we have the Bever Brothers, Robert and Michael. These 2 teens planned and executed the murder of their entire family in Oklahoma. Their reason? They wanted to become famous. The brothers believed their actions would make them infamous online, even dreaming of starting a YouTube channel to document their crimes. Tragically, they succeeded in killing their parents and 3 younger siblings. Their youngest sister, just 5 years old, survived by playing dead and later testified against them. Fame wasn't in the cards for the Bever Brothers, but a lifetime behind bars certainly was. So, what do these cases tell us? That age doesn't always mean innocence. Each of these crimes is a haunting reminder of just how far some people, yes, even kids, are willing to go. But there's so much more to unpack in each of these stories. Which case shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments below and tell me which story you'd like us to dive deeper into next. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next deep dive. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep asking questions.